Will the saffron surge take the BJP beyond 70 seats? Joining me to discuss this are Ajit, Kumar, Jha and Brijesh Pandey. Welcome to Battleground 2024, gentlemen. Tell us, will the BJP actually see a surge in these elections? Ajit, what are you seeing on the ground? Is there a saffron surge?
There is certainly a saffron surge in Uttar Pradesh. And do remember that the BJP had reached its highest point in most of the Hindi heartland states except Bihar. Right? Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. They had almost got all the seats in 2014, 2019. So, this conventional logic that the BJP has to go to the south or the east to get more seats. Not really. Why? Because in BJP, in UP itself, the BJP only won 62 seats in 2019. Two won by its ally, 64.
Right.
So the BJP can actually gain 16 seats in Uttar Pradesh alone if they make a serious dent there. And that's why right now as we are speaking, both Amit Shah and Rajnath Singh are and the party president are campaigning in Varanasi, in eastern UP in a massive way, which are going to polls for the
final phase. Absolutely.
So I think BJP should make a serious effort to get 80 seats, much more than 70. The reason being, there is no alliance between the SP and the BSP.
Yes.
Congress as an ally is a very weak ally. They barely got 6% of the vote in 2019. In the assembly seat, which took place after that, they barely got a few percentage points. So in a way, it is a tripolar fight. It is no more a bipolar fight. And a tripolar fight helps the BJP. Why? Because the Muslim 19% vote gets divided. And especially this time. Why? Because the BSP has given 30% of its seats, total seats of 80 to Muslim candidates. The SP hasn't. The SP has given barely two seats, I think, to Muslims. Because they want to concentrate on the non-Yadav OBCs. So this is a great trick which might actually help the BJP. I mean, this is up the BJP's sleeve. If the BJP campaigns seriously, and because Ayodhya and Ram Janam Bhoomi and Pran Pratishtha, all that is central to UP, I think the BJP has a chance of winning much more than 70 seats. In fact, I would say like Bihar, last time where they won 39 out of 40, they might be able to go up. Remember, the SP barely got 5 seats last time, and the Congress won. So that's only 6 seats minus. And the BSP, whenever the BSP goes into an alliance, it gets seats. Like 2019, it was an alliance with the SP. But in 2014, it got a fairly good percentage of vote.
I'll bring Brijesh in on this. Brijesh, do you see a wave? Do you see the BJP having maxed out at 70 plus, or do you see possibility of them going up to 80 as Ajit suggests?
Well, Sandeep, if you would ask me this question on 23rd of January or 25th of January or the first week of February, I would have completely agreed and said that yes, they are going to win all 80 because, based on my conversation there, I'm from Uttar Pradesh. There was even the, people in opposition parties and all in a candid moment, they would say, we don't see any chance there. But I think, a lot has shifted.
A lot of water has flowed down the Saryu since January.
From month of February onwards, I think by the end of February till as we are speaking right now, I think a lot has changed. The seats which were never in contention, which were never in fight, has suddenly opened up. I'll give you an example because, 6th phase has just ended and voting into 7th phase is going to happen. Seats like Pratapgarh, seats like Kaushambi, they were earlier given a done deal as far as the BJP is concerned. Now with Raja Bhaiya not playing ball with the BJP, the anger in Rajput community, and also a misnomer, I would say that this time Muslim votes have been fragmented and divided. Sandeep, mark my word, nobody's God, so it predict to 100% accuracy. Muslim votes this time has not at all bifurcated. One of the biggest worry for the Samajwadi Party was that post 2022, there was the Muslim community were very vocal about one thing, that boss, you take our votes, we vote you en masse, and you don't stand up to represent or you look
Right.
after our interest and all. So many thought that there will be a split division or a sizable section of Muslim vote would sit at their home.
Right.
This time this is not happening.
They've-
The SP Congress combined is getting a vast majority. I would hesitate to say
but yeah,
more
Brijesh,
than
hold
85%.
that, because we're going to come back to the Muslim vote. It's a very important aspect in Uttar Pradesh. But let's just look at some other factors that are going to worry the BJP a lot. The point number 2, which is the low margin seats, possibly high yield for the Congress and the SP combined. Our analysis shows that there were around 16 low margin seats in 2019. Now these seats will be worth their weight in gold in 2024 for the SP Congress combined. Let's just look at them. These low margin seats, low margin being defined as a victory margin of less than 5%. These are those seats. The percentage difference for the winners reflects the barest of margins, and this should be the focus area as the BJP managed to wrest 14 out of 16 seats. In 7 seats, the Congress got more votes than the victory margin, which means that if it was a two-way fight, the alliance could have won 7 more seats than it did. Ajit, I want to come to you. Closely contested seats where victory margins in as low as a few hundred votes, going up to about 40, 50,000 seats. And this is at the height of the Balakot attack, when you had a wave in favor of the BJP, and the BJP won by such narrow margins. Would these seats be a cause for concern for the party?
Not at all, Sandeep. None of these marginal seats will matter this time. Why? Because these were marginal seats when the BSP and SP were in alliance, you see. They are not in alliance today. These are the two large parties.
Right.
Congress doesn't matter. So this time, in these same marginal seats, BJP will sweep through with much bigger victory margins.
Right.
Victory margins always matter
Yes.
when there is an alliance, a tight fight between an alliance and the dominant party. This time, as I said, it's not a two-way horse. This time it's a tripolar fight with 80 seats. BSP is contesting. Remember, the BSP won 10 seats last time.
The last time in an
alliance.
alliance.
Because of in an alliance.
Of course, with the
but
SP.
the BSP may not win any,
Right.
but it will cut enough votes, the so-called secular votes of the SP combined, and the gainer will be the BJP.
The gainer will be the BJP, Brijesh. You see these triangular fights as increasing the victory margins for the BJP, or will the voters vote differently this time around?
I don't think that just because there's a narrow margin, it automatically puts the seat in any kind of danger as far as the BJP is concerned. But one very interesting thing has also happened this time, that for the first time the Congress has agreed not to punch above their weights. Usually Congress would say that give me 40 seats, 50 seats, and we would contest and force Samajwadi
and this
Party.
time they're contesting
this time
the lowest
they're contesting
ever.
only 17, their lowest ever.
Yeah.
But if you look at it strategically, I think they have done the best thing possible, because this has not put the burden of making the seats one or burden of disgruntlement within the Samajwadi Party. And Samajwadi Party will find it much easier to don the mantle of elder brother and to play the card.
Yes.
See, the fact is that BSP is playing what has been traditionally referred as vote katua party, where you cut into the votes of the ruling regime or the other coalition, depending on how stacks are fared. But I would say that this time also election is unfolding in many unpredictable ways. There is no one wave which is dominating from west to east. We saw, and it's highly unpredictable. Last time we saw farmer agitation, everybody thought that BJP will be wiped out. BJP won very good number of seats as far as Western is concerned. This time there are certain seats, in which Samajwadi Party is fighting, and they are making sure that that there could be no consolidation of Muslims and no counter consolidation of the Hindu community. I think a lot is there in the gaps, and it's making it a very, very difficult
election in the gaps
to judge exactly which way wind is blowing.
The INDI alliance have one more area for improvement in Uttar Pradesh: the consolidation of the minority vote. Now, Muslims account for 19% of Uttar Pradesh's population, and their voting behavior is likely to define the outcome of around 24 Lok Sabha seats. Now, these seats have Muslim populations between 20 and 50%. Let's take a look at this report.
For the last few years, Muslim voters in Uttar Pradesh were caught in a dilemma. Which single party has their best interests at heart? And whom should they vote for? A decade ago, this wasn't the case. The voting pattern of Muslims in Uttar Pradesh used to be a decisive factor on about 24 Lok Sabha seats. The Samajwadi Party, the Bahujan Samaj Party and the Congress, whether in alliance or on their own, used to bank heavily on their support. In 2014, this trend changed. Riding on the Narendra Modi wave, the majority community voted for the BJP in huge numbers, making the Muslim vote bank irrelevant. Cut to 2024. A lot has changed in one decade. After 10 years of the BJP rule at the centre, Muslim voters are again being wooed hard by both the SP-Congress alliance and the BSP. Mayawati appeared to be soft towards the BJP in the beginning, but the Bahujan Samaj Party has been fielding Muslims in key elections over the past few years. This continues in 2024. According to several estimates, Muslims account for 19% to 23% of the state's population. Ensuring the defeat of BJP candidates can prompt Muslim voters to support either the SP-Congress alliance or the BSP. Most of them appear to be preferring the SP-Congress alliance. The BSP will get the strategic vote in places where the India alliance combined is perceived to be weak. In the past, Muslims have voted in a unified way, but political and social mobilization has highlighted divisions across sub-identities like caste and sects. This explains the BJP's successful outreach to the Pasmanda Muslims, which includes the backward Dalits and tribal Muslims. Muslims could play a crucial role in more than 25 seats in Uttar Pradesh.